Welcome everyone. It's me Shifa. In this presentation, we are going to discuss the topic WiMAX technology. It is a technology for point to multipoint wireless networking. Here we will discuss the following contents. What is WiMAX and how it works? WiMAX base station, WiMAX receiver, WiMAX network, WiMAX features, difference between Wi-Fi and WiMAX, WiMAX equipment providers, advantages of WiMAX, disadvantages of WiMAX and its applications. Firstly, what is WiMAX? WiMAX is short for Worldwide Interoperability for Microwave Access. WiMAX is a wireless broadband communications technology based around the IEEE 802.16 standards, providing high-speed data over a wide area. WiMAX is a standards-based technology enabling the delivery of last-mile wireless broadband access as an alternative to cable and DSL. Here, DSL is digital subscriber line. WiMAX is used as carriers in MAN, metropolitan area networks. WiMAX is expected to provide fixed, nomadic, portable and eventually mobile wireless broadband connectivity without the need of direct line of sight with a base station. That means WiMAX provides high-speed internet access to large area, that is 6 miles around a base station or tower. Nomadic means a user is allowed to take a fixed subscriber station and reconnect from a different point of attachment and also without the line of sight, that is signals are omnidirectional. These are some logos of WiMAX. Now, how it works? WiMAX works as cell phone networks. WiMAX consists of two major parts. First one, a WiMAX base station and second one, a WiMAX receiver. WiMAX requires a tower called WiMAX base station which is connected to internet using a standard wired high-speed connection. The connectivity between the lower and the end users is provided through microwave link. Next, WiMAX base station. WiMAX base station consists of indoor electronics and a WiMAX tower similar in concept to a cell phone tower. WiMAX base station can provide coverage to a very large area up to a radius of 6 miles. Any wireless device within the coverage area would be able to access the internet. Next, WiMAX receiver. WiMAX receiver may have a separate antenna or could be a standalone box or a PCM-CIA card sitting in your laptop or computer or any other device. This is also referred as Customer Premise Equipment CPE. Here, PCM-CIA is Personal Computer Memory Card International Association. Here providing two images. One is WiMAX receiver antenna and another one is WiMAX card. Next, WiMAX network. So each individual user that want to access internet from a WiMAX receiver, the receiver gets signals from nearest base station or tower as shown in the figure, and different towers form a WiMAX network and easily access the internet. This is the basics of WiMAX network. Now, WiMAX features. Range is 30 miles from a base station. Speed up to 70 MB per second. Frequency bands is 2 to 11 GHz for licensed band and 10 to 66 GHz for unlicensed bands. Defines both MAC and physical layer and allows multiple physical layer specification. Now we can see the differences between Wi-Fi and WiMAX because WiMAX is similar to Wi-Fi and we are more familiar with Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi based networking can transfer data at speeds up to 54 MB per second, and WiMAX networks exchange data at speeds up to 40 MB per second. Wi-Fi network have a channel bandwidth of 20 MHz while WiMAX have a flexible bandwidth option which ranges from 1.25 MHz to 20 MHz. Wi-Fi's MAC layer uses CSMA or CA protocol which is not connection oriented, while WiMAX is connection oriented. In Wi-Fi, encryption techniques are Advanced Encryption Standard AES and RC4. In WiMAX, encryption techniques include triple data encryption algorithm and AES Advanced Encryption Standard. Wi-Fi is a short-range technology while WiMAX is a long-range technology. Wi-Fi is mostly an end-user technology where users can purchase Wi-Fi devices and configure them by themselves. WiMAX is mostly deployed by service providers. Wi-Fi is needed to serve for household and corporate needs of interconnectivity. Wi-Fi technology connects printers to computers, gaming consoles to routers, etc. WiMAX serves a large interoperable network. WiMAX can be used to provide internet services to a large area where it can serve households, mobile phones and even Wi-Fi spots. Now this is a list of some providers that can provide WiMAX equipments that are Proxim, AirSpan, Alvarion, Motorola, Redline, Aperto, Excelera, Wavesat, etc. Proxim provides base station, CPE, backhaul, networking, wireless access point. AirSpan provides base station, CPE and networking. Alvarion provides base station, CPE and wireless access point. Motorola provides CPE and ASN gateway. Redline provides base station, CPE, backhaul, mobile WiMAX and networking. Aperto provides base station. Excelera provides access point, CPE and antenna. Wavesat provides PE and mobile stations. Now the advantages of WiMAX technology. So we take one by one. First one is coverage. The single station of WiMAX can operate and provide coverage for hundreds of users at a time and manage sending and receiving of data at very high speed with full of network security. Second one is high speed. The high speed of connectivity over long distance and high speed voice makes it more demanded in hardly populated areas plus compacted areas. Third one is multifunctionality. WiMAX technology performs a variety of tasks at a time such as offering high-speed internet, providing telephone service, transformation of data, video streaming, voice application, etc. Fourth one is infrastructure. WiMAX infrastructure is very easy and flexible. Therefore, it provides maximum reliability of network and consent to actual access to end users. Next one is low-cost network. WiMAX provides a low-cost network substitute to internet services offered via ADSL, modem or local area network. Next, rich feature. WiMAX technology is offering rich features which make it useful. WiMAX offers separate voice and data channel for fun. The semantic connection make your network more secure than before. Fast connectivity, license spectrum, liberty of movement. Next one is smart antenna and mesh topology. The use of smart antenna in WiMAX network offering high quality widest array which enable you to make possible communication on long route without any encryption. It offers 2.3, 2.7 and 3.3, 3.8 GHz frequency ranges. The use of mesh topology in WiMAX network for the expansion is an extensive spectrum of antennas for commercial as well as for residential users. Next one is ultra wideband. The unique and excellent infrastructure of WiMAX is offering ultra-wideband. Its exclusive design is providing range from 2 to 10 GHz and outstanding time response. Next one is Homeland Security. Security options of WiMAX technology also offer very high security because of encryption system used by WiMAX. The WiMAX is providing exclusive homeland security. Now you can exchange your data on whole network without any fear of losing data. And the last one is lack of history. WiMAX vendor technology has lack of history within mobile industry for protection. WiMAX push the existing technologies and forward on steady stream. Only WiMAX technology offers first major mobile standard to all mobile broadband infrastructures. It is a foremost mobile transporter. WiMAX technology supports both wireless and wired network including cable operator which are now successful due to core networks of WiMAX. Now the disadvantages of WiMAX technology. First one is lack of quality. The WiMAX network has lack of quality service because there are hundreds of people trying to get access at the same tower. So due to heavy traffic, it is very hard to maintain high quality. Second one is WiMAX range. The other disadvantages of WiMAX network is range. As WiMAX offers 70 MB per second in range with moving station, but in practice it quite different because it is possible only in specified or ideal circumstances. If a user staying away from the specified environment, then speed can drop considerably. Third one is WiMAX bandwidth. Like other network, bandwidth is collective amongst clients in a specified zone, but if there are a lot of users in one area, the speed decreases which may be 2 to 10 MB per second of shared bandwidth. Fourth one is installation and operational cost. Due to heavy structure, tower, antennas, etc., makes the WiMAX network collectively high cost network. Fifth one is bad weather. The quality of services decreases in rainy season because the weather condition could interrupt the signal, which may cause of bad signal and broadcasting may be stopped or interrupted. Sixth one is wireless equipment. If you are trying to use much wireless equipment at a time within WiMAX network, then these equipments may cause of interference and could interfere your broadcasting data or face some compromised speed. And the last one is power consuming. WiMAX network is very heavy in structure, therefore need much electrical support for running the network. Next, applications of WiMAX technology. First one is broadband internet access. And the second one is real-time applications which include video streaming, VoIP, video on demand, telemedicine application or video conference, surveillance and monitoring as forest, volcano, etc., e-learning, and last, general applications and services based on IP connectivity. This is all about the WiMAX technology. I hope this was clear to you. Thank you.